There we go. All right, second half of graphing quadratic inequalities. Let's do a little review. This should be just what we have on the sideboard. Does this look familiar? The opposite of b over 2a. Now, emphasizing, Ryan, once again, make sure we say x equals, because that means it's a line. Second idea, the y-intercept 0, comma c, the vertex opposite of b over 2a, comma y. How do I find that value of y?
You gotta work it out.
Okay, plug in the x from the axis. All right, so just a little reminder there. Plug in the x from the axis and work out. All right, how do you know what to choose? It says chosen point. How do you know what to choose? Give me some thoughts. What points did we choose for that fourth and fifth point?
Y-intercept, and then something that was close.
Okay, something close. Why don't we want to go far away?
Because then it'll probably be off the graph.
Yeah, it'll be off the graph. All right, so a little review. So step one, do exactly what we did yesterday. Get all those dots. So Luke will have all those dots. Dot, 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 going up. Then we make a determination. Is the parabola going to be a solid line or a dotted line? And where do we shade? This is very similar to what we did last semester. Do you remember if it's less than or greater than? How we shade? Less than, notice, shades which way still? Below. Greater than shades above. Now, I want to show you 4 simple illustrations.
Less than or greater than.
Well, just think less than is below. What's below this graph? This is below, right? What's below this graph? That's below. Does that make sense? Those are both examples of below. And then the areas that are not shaded would be examples of above. So it depends on which way it's looking and which way it's opening, depends on where you're going to shade. But below still means below. All right. Do you remember dotted lines and solid lines? If it's just less than or greater than, it's a dotted line. If it's equal to, it's a solid line. So let's just kind of walk through this first one and see if it makes sense to us. Off to the right, let's put A equals 1, B equals -2, C equals 3, and I'm going to put a box around that. Who feels comfortable enough with the axis of symmetry? Hannah and Noah and Luke, I'm going to focus in on you guys specifically because I want to make sure that you're ready for the quiz today. Do you know what formula you would use, Noah?
For
axis of symmetry.
oh, yeah, you do -b over 2a.
Good. Excellent. -b over 2a. Can you put my numbers in there, Noah, for me?
So you have 2 over 2.
All right. So that's x equals 1. Good job. Nice job. So everyone put that dotted line at 1. Did we talk about why it's dotted the other day? Why isn't it a solid line?
This is just there to show us where.
Yeah, it's a reference. It's just a reference. It's kind of hard to see here. Let me make it a little darker. It's just a reference line. All right, now, that's step 1. Now we have to find the vertex, right? I have part of the vertex. As we talked about in our notes up top, we take our y value and we get it from plugging in that x. So x equals 1. So I'm going to say 1 squared minus 2 times 1 plus 3. 1 minus 2 plus 3. I get a value of 2. Do we agree there?
Yeah.
Jalon?
The vertex of the x of that is 1 because of the axis of symmetry.
Exactly, because the vertex lies on this dotted line somewhere. I don't know where it is, but somewhere on that. That's a good. I'm glad you picked up on that. All right, so put in the value 2 and plot that point. All right, give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. In your opinion, which way does this thing open? Which way does it open? Thumbs up, thumbs down. All right, Zach, why thumbs up? Why does it open up?
Because it's positive.
Okay, x squared is positive, so it opens up. So just realize that, it's going to open up. All right, what would be my next step?
Y-intercept.
Y-intercept. Hannah, how do you feel about y-intercept ideas? Okay. Luke, can you help us a little bit with those?
Well, yeah, the y-intercept, it's always 0 and then c.
Okay.
So it's 0, 3.
That ring a bell? 0, c. Okay. Where's our c? 3. So everyone put down 0, 3. Plot that point. Now I do the easy one. Drew, this is your question at the beginning. I got the 0, 3. Reflect it. Boom. I got 3 points. I need some more. I need some shape. You need to choose. Why can't we choose 1?
Because it's on that line.
It's already used. Why can't we use 2?
Because it's already used.
It's already used, so I'm going to choose 3. So everyone plug in x equals 3. So we choose 3. 3 comma blank. 3 squared minus 2 times 3 plus 3. 9 minus 6 plus 3. What's my answer, guys? 6. Thank you, Sam. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Mr. Sesnoff, back to you. Reflect it. All right. My red points represent reflected points. Don't draw it. You have to make an assessment. Solid line or dotted line?
Solid.
Okay, I'm going to put a little question. Solid or dotted? Who wants to support their answer? Drew?
Solid because it's not just linear.
Okay, because it is
Greater than
equal to, right? All right, so everyone draw a solid line.
And then we should below.
Am I done?
No, we have to shade.
Got a shade.
What is it equal to?
Okay, we're looking up here. Less than or equal to? Less than, so we shade
Below.
below. So shade below. Here's a question for you. Is that spot right there below? Technically it is. Now, before we go on, what does it mean? How many points do we have is an answer? Tons and tons and tons, right? You can pick any one of these points that's shaded anywhere and plug it into the inequality, and what kind of answer should you get? Something that's true. True.
Like, it doesn't matter, like, because in last semester we had to do like something like you couldn't touch it when you were shading.
Well, technically we're going up to the line and we're touching it.
So is there not that rule? For
Same
this,
thing.
or-
Yeah, we're touching it.
But do you know like the rule then?
Huh? So yeah, what that idea is all the points that work are all the points that are shaded, including the line, and everything up to the line. Yeah.
You shaded like below it to get into it.
If it was solid, yes. If it was dotted, no. If it was dotted, remember you go up to it, but you got that force field that you don't touch it. Kyle.
How do you know if it's solid or dotted?
Solid or dotted? Solid because it's equal to. Dotted because it is just less than or greater than. That makes sense? So this one would be less than or equal to or greater than or equal to. So you're looking for that equal to idea. All right, flip her over.
For this one, would you do ABC?
Well, I want to show you a little bit easier way to do this one. What do you notice is missing on number 2? What's missing?
The third part. B, C.
That's the big question. What's missing? And I heard someone say it's the B term. All right, when the B term is missing, the problem actually becomes very easy, very straightforward, basic stuff. First of all, up or down, Haley? Up. Okay, it opens up. See that -4 at the back? Where does that shift the whole thing? Down 4 notches. So the -4 shifts 4 down. So everyone put a dot, 4 down. Now I want to teach you some general overall ideas about parabolas that will help you. A parabola, a standard parabola, x-squared parabola, has very simple characteristics. You go over 1 and square 1. What do you get? 1. So go over 1, up 1. Now go over 2, square 2. Go up 4. From the vertex. That's 4 from the vertex. You want a third point? Go over 3, square 3. 9. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One squared is 1, 2 squared is 4, 3 squared is 9. Every parabola has that general thing, so long as, Luke, it's just x squared.
Can we use that on the test too?
Now, if you didn't remember that, what can you always do? Work it out, make a table, those kinds of things. Now, because there's no B term, the y-axis is the axis of symmetry. So that's your axis of symmetry. So does it become easy to flip these?
Yeah.
All right, so Abby, I flip over, there's a flip, there's a flip, there's a flip. My reflected points. And now I analyze, Noah, solid or dotted line. To determine that, I look at my, in between the y and the x squared. It's dotted, excellent. So make it dotted, everybody. It is dotted. And now I have to determine shading. Tara and Katie, what do you think about shading? Do I shade above this dotted line or below this dotted line? Give me some thoughts. It's greater than. It is. Because it's greater than, you shade above. That means anything in the shaded section would be an answer if you plugged it in the equation. So that's a problem a lot like section 1, where it was no B term. And Abby, that makes it nice because you got the y-axis, it's just shifted up, shifted down. Now, this only works if your x squared is just x squared. And if it's 2x squared or 3x squared or 4x squared, you got to make a table. You know, like we did in section 1, you make the table, plug in 1, 0, 1, and 2, and do from there.
Wait, why? Do we have to make a table this one?
You don't have to make a table because we can recognize it's just 1x squared, and it's just shifted down 4 units. It's a very normal parabola.
I don't get how you got, like, you're putting it in the square.
Oh, the pattern for a parabola is over 1, up 1, over 2, up 4, over 3, up 9, over 4, up 16.
From the vertex?
From the vertex. For a normal parabola that just isn't x squared. So I'm just trying to show you kind of little advanced thinking only for x squared. If it's 2x squared, it doesn't work. But for x squared, it does. And that's why I wanted to show it to you. That's why we have this problem on there. Contrary to popular belief, I try to pick illustrations that teach you guys a certain idea, not just random choices. All right, our last one. Negative 2x squared plus 8x minus 6. What do you notice?
Going down.
It's going down. Okay. What isn't missing? The b. So is it a full-blown problem? Yeah. So let's write down our a, b, and c. A equals negative 2, b equals 8, c equals negative 6. All right. Sam, can you do the axis for me?
Negative b over 2a. It's negative 8 over 2 times negative 2.
So my answer is?
2.
Good. Nice big dotted line. And Jalan, what is on that dotted line? You talked about it before. But what is on this dotted line? What's that spot called at the bottom of the parabola? The vertex. All right, so let's find the vertex. How much of the vertex do I know already? Half of it. I plug in the number 2. So here we go. Negative 2 times 2 squared plus 8 times 2 minus 6. Do I multiply these first or square it first? Square it first. Negative 2 times 4 plus 8 times 2 minus 6. Negative 8 plus 16 minus 6. 8 minus 6. I get 2. Check me on that. Is that right? All right, so put your dot. Who told me before? Which way does this thing open? Is it up?
Down.
Why down?
Because it's a negative number.
Okay, it's a negative 2x squared, so it opens down. So we just got to remember that. Who can give me the y-intercept? Raise your hand. Let me see. All right, Hannah, y-intercept.
0, -6.
Awesome. So plot that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What do you notice already about the graph? It's going down, and is it going down significantly?
Really narrow.
It's pretty narrow. Can I reflect that point? Okay, I need one more point. This is the one that Zach could answer one thing, Drew could answer a different, Kyle could answer a different. You could all be right. Jalan?
No, 1 will
I can't choose 4.
Oh, 3.
1.
Okay, he chose 3. 3's fine.
1's easier.
All right. So negative 2 times 3 squared plus 8 times 3 minus 6. Negative 2 times 9. 8 times 3 minus 6. Negative 18 plus 24 minus 6. Well, that's 0. So I have the point 3, comma 0. That wasn't that hard. Can I reflect that one? Sure can. Okay, if you think it's dotted, hold up one finger. If you think it's solid, hold up 2 fingers. If you think it's dotted, hold up 1 finger. Solid, 2 fingers. Abby, you're right. Why?
Oh, because
It's greater than. Excellent. So everyone make it dotted. All right, if you want to shade above, hold up 1 finger. If you want to shade below, hold up 2 fingers. Want to shade above, hold up 1 finger. Don't like do this or this. Kind of keep it here so no one else can see what you're saying.
What's above?
Above is 1, below is 2. Above is 1, below is 2. Justin, why above? You're right. What are you focusing on? All right. Who can tell me why it's above? Haley? Yeah, it's greater than. So everyone shade above. Now, do we include the dotted line? How close can we get to it?
Right
right? As close as you want, but just don't touch it. Make sense? What's new today?